Then behind, yeah, it's gonna be twice. Check it.
What are you talking about?
Check YouTube.
Let me
We are
see.
on live now. We are live now.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And we are
Let
like,
me see.
what? Twice? Okay, twice, whatever.
Okay, I will change the background. Maybe something like this.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's better. uh, I'm gonna put just a little square on my face here.
Okay, let me look
But
close.
on Instagram, it's not gonna be so cool. I didn't adjust it very well. It's gonna be a rectangle and a square for my face.
Rectangular square.
Yeah,
Or
just
maybe we could
don't
sit on the
so.
sofa. Maybe. Let's see how it
No,
goes.
it's okay there.
Because then I can remove this background. Yeah, put on the floor is okay. This thing also here. Let's try. Sit here, Scott.
Não, vai dar na mesma.
So I can have a nice background with the window, né?
That's nice.
That. Okay, you sit here, and I sit by your side. Just relax. Now it's better, isn't it?
Same.
Let me remove the background. Oh, yes. What do you think? Good?
Okay. Check. I know. I will check here. Just a second.
I think it all looks good.
I think so.
My Instagram is.
Let me check the YouTube. Yeah. Oh, it looked good. That's
Wait.
nice.
Can you check my Instagram if I'm online?
Yes. Maybe what if I let it here?
I think it's not. I think it's not working.
Hold on. Yeah, this is nice, no? So we can talk
Is
like
it?
this. Good.
Is it
Just
on Instagram?
yeah, you can have it there. Let me check the Instagram.
You got it on Instagram as well?
Yeah. We streamed in Instagram and YouTube.
Oh my lord.
Let me see what about like this. I want a little bit lifted now. Like this. Dá pra ver nós dois, Nick? Vem, porque às vezes corta, eu não consigo me ver. Dá pra ver nós dois?
É, só não tá centralizado, né?
Ah, é? Me fala quando tá. Porque como tá a sua janela...
Aí.
Ah, ok. Entendi o que tá acontecendo. Peraí.
Agora tá um pouco mais centralizado. Anyway, can you... Are we... No Instagram, você consegue...
Deixa eu ver no Instagram. Você tá no streamando do seu?
Yes. I can't watch my own Instagram. Maybe.
Let me see.
It's interesting.
Olha! O seu tá online também. He's online.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, then we can start.
Yeah, I will centralize a little bit more. Olha! O seu tá online também.
I'm hearing you twice.
Ai, tô me sentindo redonda.
Alright, we can start.
Okay, so how is it? Now is everything okay? Yeah, I think it's fine, né?
I won't change this image background once again because I'm tired already of asking the right one. Anyway.
I will stream from my Instagram too. Hold on. Add to story. And camera. Live. But then Nick won't appear. Oh, yeah. Você não vai aparecer, né? Da live.
Ué, era só usar o aplicativo aí, né? Mas você não tá usando o OBS?
Não. Eu não vou usar agora, senão vai demorar muito. Até eu fazer a setagem. Ok, vamos então streamar só do seu. Podemos começar? Deixa eu só desligar aqui o...
We are already on. And I'm recording as well.
You start recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello! Hi, Nick!
Hey, Mari. Hey, Scott.
Hi.
How
We are
you?
back with InspiraMente podcast, finally! For a long break. I was a little bit busy with school. That's the reason why we have to stop a little bit. But we are back now, and hopefully every weekend with you, bringing you guests to talk about inspirational, what can I say, Scott?
Always to inspire people.
Ideas. Inspirational ideas.
Thank you. And our guest today,
Mindsets.
and let me introduce our guest today. It's my good friend Scott Lyon, and he will be sharing today with us about his experience with meditation, which is very interesting one that I had the opportunity to hear when we was doing ice skating.
All right then. Scott, how long have you been practicing meditation then?
I've been doing it for probably 3 years now. I started just on an app on my phone. I still use an app on my phone, but a different one.
Nice.
That's how I started doing it. Just learned it about on it through like on podcasts like.
So it all started in a podcast.
Yeah, I was inspired through the podcast to try it out. Yeah, I heard meditation is really good for you. Helps you, just helps your life be better. So I thought I'd give it a try. So.
Oh, nice. And
Really good.
what's the name of this app you use?
I use it's called Waking Up by Sam Harris. It's Sam Harris is a what is he? What's his?
He's very popular here in Canada, right?
Yeah, he's a professor, a jiu-jitsu guy down from the States.
Oh, he's also a jiu-jitsu guy.
Oh yeah, every guy does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's one of Scott's favorite activity.
Is that the reason why you also started doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to do it. That's different, but
Okay.
but I know like if someone's doing jiu-jitsu, they're probably a good person. So
they are doing meditation as well. Okay, I'll do it. I see. And so what was the first what was the first reason of why you started doing it? Were you going to?
I started it. I wanted to improve myself. I heard it's really good for you. It actually even changes the shape of your brain. It helps you live longer. And I didn't have any like particular reasons to try.
Okay, nothing like a big problem going through life.
Or anything like that. But I don't know. I just thought I'd try it one day. Like I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know, more spiritual than maybe like lots of people. So I thought I'd try it and focus on myself. And that's how I started doing it. So I started this mindful app first and progressed from there. I like doing things consecutively, so I always just keep after it. And it's really improved my life and just how I go about things, how if I do have problems in life, it helps me focus and take care of myself better. Yeah, and I think everyone else around me knows as well. So yeah, I think it helps a lot. So
I think the big problem, not problem, but the big challenge of meditating is keeping consistency, right? I started so many times with the meditation, but I've never have this consistent to the point to see some effect. Could you tell a little bit how did you keep so constantly with your practice, and from what period of time you start seeing some differences from practicing the meditation?
I saw differences right away. I think what starting the meditation, focusing on your breath and just being more in tune with yourself and your feelings, and being consistent every day makes it. It's like a muscle, or doing push-ups every day. Like to keep those, 20 push-ups, you have to do them every day. And if you skip a day here, like I missed today, I'll be honest, but I most of the time, like 5 out of 6 days, I'll get it. Most of the time, times a day. I find it's a really nice way to just start the morning, clear my head, and focus on having a good day. So I hope that's.
Yeah. So do you usually practice at morning time?
Yeah, I like going to practicing in the morning. I get to work early. Everything's quiet. I'm the only one there, and I'm able to sit and meditate, and it's really nice. So.
All right. And how is this? How do you do meditation? Do you have to be on like that, or do you have to be silenced? What do you think about while doing meditation?
You've got to. So what I do is I just the most ones will start you focusing on your breath. So you'll just listen. So you'll just smother your breath with awareness. So you're watching it come in and out, just letting it, and you're just watching it. You're not changing it or anything like that. And you might count 10 breaths and then count 10 again, and do that for 10 minutes, and that will just calm you. And it just kind of, that's how I do it. And then I focus on how I feel, and then I'll like see how I feel and like how my body feels and stuff like that. And then I focus, like there's always like other little conversations jumping into your head and stuff like that. Your mind's always a very busy thing, right? So and while you're listening to your breath, you'll start thinking about what you're going to have for supper or something like that. So you focus on what you're going to have for supper, you think about it, you focus on that thing that popped in your head, and then it will just disappear, and then you can focus right back on your breath. And the more you practice that, the more you can focus on your breath. And then it's not even about just your breath. Maybe you can just focus on listening to sounds around you. And yeah.
The idea is to focus at something, right?
Yeah, it's focusing on your stuff, like focusing on whatever's in your mind to like stop the clutter. I think that's what you're really trying to do, is stop the clutter in your mind. So you're just focusing on.
What do you do when something clocks? Or oh my God, the bill I forgot to pay. Oh my God, I'm having a lot of troubles at work. What usually pops up?
Well, like say like, all right, I'll be like, say something, and I'll be driving home, and someone will cut me off, right? I'm really mad, and I focus on that anger, and I focus, and then it goes away, and then I'm able to
focus
control myself in a better way.
Interesting. So when you focus on that occasion, you manage to let it go, to make it disappear somehow. The more you
it just disappears. Yeah, like it's very weird. You'll have to try it, practicing it. But
in which way you focus?
Like if you have a problem, like pay your bill, like I know, like that's stressful. You can focus on being the stress, but the problem's still got to be there, obviously. Yeah.
I see. So meditation usually works more to emotional problems that regarding facts that have happened, like you got angry at the traffic. So you focus on that emotion, on that
Yeah.
occasion, and then it disappears. That bad feeling goes away.
And it's
That's
very, very powerful. And then you're able to recontrol your cognition and act in a normal way and stop yourself from being lashing out. And it helps you all the time when maybe you're a little sad, or you can focus on it and you're more in touch with yourself. But it's just a way of stopping your mind from like whirling away and acting out, I suppose.
mm,
There's lots of different ways to do it, but that's mostly just by practicing listening to your breath, and it's all about trying to be a better person, like every day too. Like it's a big part of it as well.
I
Acting you
see.
want to treat it.
It's like a moment for you to listen to yourself, basically. Oh, then your subconscious mind is like, oh, you're paying attention to me. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for paying. And then the emotion usually goes away, like the bad feeling, just by being watched, right?
It's like a self-love when you're hearing
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
focusing yourself.
Now and there's all sorts of different types of meditations too. There's ones where you can it's called metta. So you just focus on a person, and you hope good thoughts for them. You wish them well, and you really just trying to like project your love like to them, to anybody. So, and you can even do it for like whole cities, whole countries, whatever. But that also changes the way you look at the world, and that's just a different type of meditation as well.
That's one that I'm being very interested to learn about, because I felt very interested when he told me about metta meditation.
Yeah, it's really great.
It's like focusing on others instead of yourself and wishing good things. But at the end, you reflect these good things you start feeling inside ourselves, right?
Yeah.
When you keep sending good thoughts, you start feeling good inside also. I tried once from this app that he is using.
Yeah.
Oh.
Enjoying that.
I believe the way it works is similar to Reiki, which you have mentioned.
The Reiki is a bit
But
different because energizing, right? The chakras.
yeah, they tell in other ways, but basically it's the same idea.
Yeah, wishing good thoughts, good energy. And
Yes.
I believe that we can really send this kind of good energy with love and thoughts towards the person. There is the kind of Reiki at distance when you imagine the person in your hand, and then you start applying Reiki in that person from the distance. It's quite of
So
connected.
meditation, sending vibes through distance. That's
Yeah.
new for me, a new type of meditation.
Yeah, and one thing very interesting, I don't know if Scott would like to share, but I remember you told me how could you like save your parents' marriage through the meditation. So I could see from his experience how meditation is not only about us, but also how can we also help others through the meditation. Would you like to share a little bit the story, or you prefer not open too much about this?
No, yeah, no, I'd be happy to. My mom and dad, they had some problems. I think because of the coronavirus, and they couldn't leave the house, and they were stuck with each other so long. Well, they had a little fight, and I love them both very much. But my dad went up and left, and I had to go talk to him, and I just had started this new app with Sam Harris. I'd been meditating a different way earlier, and I went and I showed him this, and I showed him the app, and I got him involved, and I got my mom involved, and now we all sit down and meditate, and it's been a process, but I've really helped both of them out, and not just their relationship, but like also like themselves, like so they when they can if they're in traffic and they have some or you know,
Yeah,
or whatever
sure.
situation in life comes up. It's improved their relationship, and I think overall, like it's helped me them become better people. And so we all practice the same Sam Harris app, but it's really changed our their lives and mine. So it's very powerful. Like I love telling people about how meditation's changed my life and people around me. So
Hmm,
yeah,
Yeah, it can.
nice.
It's inspiring, actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really inspiring.
Even my friend at the pub, he works with troubled kids, and he was having a hard time this week. You know, with the trouble these kids go through, and it's hard on him to see this day after day. And so I introduced him to meditation and help. You know, I think he's maybe a little bit better now. You know, but just keep helping people, and like it's so many people need a little bit of help like this, and I think it's the best thing ever. Like if you can meditate a little bit and try it out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And like Mari said, does this app helps you somehow with the consistency? Like every day you do the task, you do the meditation, and you is there any incentive for you to through this app, or now you can do it by yourself? I don't need this app anymore. I
No, I definitely don't need the app. Like I stop myself many times during the day, and because you kind of just lose yourself. Like you're just on automatic mode. You're not. It's all about paying attention. You're not paying attention to the world around you. You're on auto mode. You're driving to work. You're not paying attention to like the sun being up, and you know you got to stop yourself and pause and look around. So what it's taught me to do is constantly throughout the day pause and appreciate everything around me a little bit more. And
to get
that's
out of the automatic.
get out of the automatic, yeah, and that's definitely a part of it. But it by practicing with the guided guy, it helps me be able to stop myself. Like imagine I try to do this, paying attention every time you sit down, catching yourself and not just sitting down, but catching yourself and realizing that you're sitting down. Stuff like this is very helpful and like um, helps you realize and be more with the day, I guess.
Wow, profound, inspiring.
Yeah, no, it's very hard, but even in a very like crowded space, you can stop and just listen to the noises around you, the people moving around you, and that's meditation as well. Even if you're just looking up at the clouds and just daydreaming, that's a nice meditation as well.
Hmm. So to raise your consciousness in a brief of moment is a kind of meditation. Let's see in this way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's bringing your conscious to awareness and what is happening around or inside of yourself.
yeah,
So, yeah, even when you wash dishes, you can meditate, right?
yeah. No, yeah. You take the most mundane task you've got that you don't want to do, and make the best thing you did. Do it so well. Like I don't know, count
I'm
your.
gonna focus here in this
Hold your
plate.
That's
You know,
cool.
just you can make anything a meditation. Stuff that sucks, stuff at work that's mundane. See if you can type faster, or do it better, make it special, make it a special moment in your day. That's a really great way to do it as well.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. I like it very much.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a good idea. Too.
Yeah, like you got to brush your teeth the best you've ever brushed your teeth today. Like
Yeah,
when you
today I'm gonna wash that last teeth harder than ever.
yeah, you know.
It's about
Exactly.
focus, yes,
Yeah.
concentration. That's a good.
And we're reflecting so in everything, in all areas of our lives. Now, when we start practicing this concentration and focus on what we are doing, feeling, and thinking, and trying to search the why, especially when it's about thinking or feelings, It's very helpful. This awareness, it's only bring benefit, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely very beneficial. Yeah, and there's all sorts of different types, there's even the meditation. Everyone always thinks like,
Yeah.
never done that, but I'd love to. I'm sure there's something cool to see about it. But
I tried that when I started doing yoga in Brazil. So every time when we finish the yoga classes, we do this meditation, like 15, 10 minutes around. So for me, meditation at that time, I didn't have this experience with meditation in different ways, like you introduced to me as well. So for me, that was meditation. And that was the only way I thought we meditate. But I can see now, because sometimes also I was, for example, washing dishes and thinking, and sometimes that was so light for me. So I was wondering, is this a kind of meditation too? Could be a way to meditate, man. And after I started also I like the app he introduced, the Waking Up, because it's an app that gives concepts of meditation. He explains how our brain works, and so I think for me it's been interesting to understand how our brain works when we are doing this kind of meditation or this kind of meditation or that kind of meditation, and also explain about the feelings. I was doing a meditation about anger, and it was so interesting how he explained about anger. He was explaining that anger is a kind of I think you can see me. That's okay. It's centralized, the camera.
Okay.
So the anger was explained in a way of caring, that when you the anger is the expression of caring. It was so interesting how he translate the feelings in the app. I think for a person who doesn't know anything about meditation like me, this app is being helpful. I would recommend also now when a person is starting meditation, or maybe an app, or maybe an instructor, or a group of meditation,
yeah,
just to start learning about the practice, right?
to get you set up and like different ways to do it. No, it's been very helpful with using the apps. And everyone's got a phone now, and it makes it really easy. They take you right through it all, different ways to meditate. Also great, it's got great poetry. That's a great way to meditate.
That's news for me. I never heard about meditating through poetry.
Yeah, so there's all sorts of different ways, but even just being like a stoic, that's a stoicism. I haven't really gotten into that too much, but just trying to help other people, living your life with honor, and I think that's what it's all about.
Have you ever tried, Nick, doing meditation?
Meditation.
Yeah.
I believe I've done a lot of times, but not through this name. Like thinking a single thought, raising your concentration in a single point, in a single idea. Those are all similar ideas to the meditation. And you'll know I'm also a hypnotherapist. So concepts are there are a lot of similarities, a couple of differences, but the idea is the same. It's about focus and concentration and yeah, and finding a little bit more about yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Could you share a little bit, for example, what did you notice before and after you start doing the meditation on yourself?
I was always just on autopilot. My thought, coming in and out of my head like crazy. Like I'm not able to pause and take the day in.
To perceive your own emotions. You've never done that before?
No, I never, I never actually sat down and asked, how am I feeling and what's that feeling? I'm like, not change it or just feel it. And yeah, that's pretty weird, but
you're on great. Autopilot, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe you're a little tired, maybe. but it's changed me. It's made me a lot calmer, I think, more thoughtful. Um, Also, like when bad situations happen, like something bad happens at the pub, or someone gets in a little, you stop yourself. You're able to realize what you're doing, to stop your ego from acting out. It's all about your ego, noticing your ego, and taking. I think it's all about your ego, and like I'm a lot
Oh,
better at controlling myself like that, and
yeah,
not.
that's one step further. If you have managed to do that, that's one step further because you are self realizing your own emotions and you're being conscious about it at that moment. You're feeling the emotion. That's step two. But if you are already managing to do it, congratulations. If you have
Oh, it's very
been
hard, but
that kind of
everyone.
situation.
But yeah, it's good to try. I think that's the main goal, personally for me. And now I kind of like I see people with their ego, and I'm like, oh, they. Well, I know why they're acting like that. It's their ego, right? And I think I'm more able to control or like watch myself from
Yeah,
afar.
why am I
It
feeling
comes
this?
out the best
Why
at
am I angry right now? Well,
Yeah.
that guy
so
look,
you,
yeah. So
Maybe I may be wrong, but I believe that all these bad feelings or bad attitude towards some situation is all related to ego, right? All related to ego. Oh, it's hard controlling that.
oh yeah. The ego is the
Yeah,
problem
it's the
always.
problem. It's so hard to remove it and accept, understand, and forgive, and it's not about you, right?
Yeah.
So hard.
Were you angry these last days, Mari?
Oh, I was so angry. It's
Uh,
very nice friend this week also helping me
uh,
with vibes and sending some nice meditations to practice. It helped.
uh,
I could say
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good to have these tools because life sucks sometimes, It's
Yeah.
just, and you gotta like, you don't know when it's gonna happen, but to have these tools to be able to make it not be as bad is such a powerful, special thing. And I would really, yeah, I would encourage more people to try to do this meditation just because we know that there's good times and bad times in life.
Yeah. Life is a roller coaster. Jesus, all
Yeah.
the time.
And so, yeah, so it's good to have these tools in your back pocket. So when the bad days come, we can deal with them better. And then, yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you. That would be my personal feeling of anger. For example, how would you recommend the meditation on this, or do you think the meditation could help on this question? Okay, so for example, let's suppose someone did something bad that hurt you, and you already forgave, but the damage is done, right? And it won't disappear one day to the other because it's done and it's there. It's like breaking the window. The story of you break the window, you can glue it, but you will see all the time the broken pieces. So how do you think meditation could help healing these damages that sometimes happen during life?
Like on a particular person, I think it would be really good to use that meta. And it's really weird, but to think good thoughts for someone that has hurt you. But that I think is the most powerful thing you can do. And if you've got someone right now that you really dislike or have a problem with, I highly recommend that you sit and think about them and wish them well, wish them a good life, hope that that no ill will towards them, and that will really help you forgive them, and it'll make you. And it's really weird, but it'll help you forgive them, and you won't have that bad spot in your heart because you've gone out of your way, even though they hurt you. I've heard this like even with people like for the 9/11. 9/11, they use that meta for to help people forgive the people that were in the plane that flew into the
Mm.
towers, to help them cope with it. And it was very powerful, and it helped a lot of people doing that. So I would highly recommend using that meta. It helped me a couple weeks ago. I kind of got in a little skirmish and really disliked this person, and it bothered me for a couple of days, and I was using my meditation. I just couldn't get over it, and I listened to the Dalai Lama talking, and talking about how he always treats people like they're his best friend, and I just kind of was inspired by him, and I listened, and I didn't want to like do that because it's so hard. You hate the guy, right? And then I did it, and I immediately felt so much better. And now, like it's forgotten. I've forgiven the guy. Bought him beer. No problems anymore.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But that's what I'd recommend. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a problem like that, to just shut down take your ego.
Mm-hmm.
Because
The
you know
ego thing, yeah.
the ego. Wish them well, and
That's a
I
that's
think
a
that's
good.
I think that's the
The
best.
meta is
best
really
way.
interesting.
Meta
It's a
is
very
very
beautiful
good.
meditation.
Yeah.
And when it is about you, like about yourself, you're because of some situation you were feeling diminished, you were nothing, you're feeling very low about yourself. Is there any type of meditation would you recommend?
No, I got nothing for that.
Like when you feel not worthy.
When you're feeling not worthy.
Yeah.
Not worthy of yourself.
Even now, even if you're feeling low like that, no matter what, just be thankful that you're alive. Be thankful that you've got whatever. Like we're in houses right now, protected. We're living very good lives, like way better than most people in the world. Like even when you're like that low, you gotta kind of be grateful. You gotta wake up or you gotta think about something that you're grateful for, and that will help you feel less than high. But honestly, you gotta keep going. You just gotta keep one foot.
Yeah, the point is focus and concentration. If you keep focusing on, oh, how unworthy I am of myself, you keep pestering that idea, and then you keep getting worse. You have to, okay, what am I grateful for? What I'm worth of? Just think of something. What's the first thing in your mind that comes? You are worth for like not unworthy. Think the opposite. What's the opposite of unworthy? What are you worth? What's your worth?
Oh no, you're worth
And
it.
start focusing on that point, on that single point, on that single thought, and then you keep raising that bar.
Yeah, I like that.
That's meditation as well.
Full meditation.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
Right, Mari. What you are worth? What are you? Is there anything you are really good at when we can see your worth? Okay.
I don't know, actually. Sometimes
I don't know.
feel like I'm not good enough or I'm not enough. You know,
Enough
like
for what?
I
Enough
feel like
in
not
which
enough.
sense? Enough?
Maybe I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not fun enough. I'm not good enough. This kind of thing.
Okay. Now let's search for it. What you're worth of yourself?
What am I worth? Oh, that's a hard question.
Or you question. That's one way. Or the other is you question your thought. Why you find yourself not beautiful? You criticize your own idea, your own thoughts. Why do you find yourself not beautiful? Why do you
Maybe.
find yourself not good at work?
Don't know.
Don't know. Everyone she works with says she's a good worker, she works hard, and blah 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 blah.
It sounds like lack of confidence.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah. But you know.
But somehow, deep inside her, I'm still not good enough. I don't know.
Maybe we try to compare to others and feel Like, oh, I'm not that person, I'm not that good enough, or I don't know. Sometimes I know we shouldn't compare ourselves to others because we are not just appearance, we are a package of things, right? And it's not only beauty that counts, it's the package, but it's trickier. Sometimes make us feel like, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful enough, and I'm not enough. Sometimes we get trapped on that's not enough.
Comparing to somebody else.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
This is another thing we could work on. It would be interesting talking about being enough.
So you're focused on the person that is over, like Emma Watson, like the best. You are always comparing with the best of the best, and then you feel bad because you're not the best of the best. Come on. You're
No.
focusing on that top. I'm not there yet. I'm not enough. I suck so much because you keep looking there so much high that, yeah, of course,
No,
if you
no,
focus
no.
there, you are the worst of the worst always.
Yeah, this is a good theme to work on it. How do you feel enough? How we find our values, né?
Simple. Stop looking up there. What about looking around you? About sometimes
Mm.
low to the people who are lower. There's nothing wrong looking down as well. Nothing wrong looking up, but nothing wrong looking down.
Yeah, I think the error is the mistake is comparison. We shouldn't compare ourselves to others, but somehow we end up comparing ourselves to
I don't
others.
think it's a mistake comparing. There are a couple of benefits
Mm.
comparing to someone else. Makes you achieve more sometimes, right? I have to get better. I have to improve myself. I'm not still there. That's a way to push yourself. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
keep
Pushing
doing that,
myself for the gym. I'm
yeah,
pushing myself. Oh, I want to be like that.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if you keep suffering, I'm not
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
person up there.
First can be good. It can motivate us to move forward, become better versions of ourselves somehow.
The point is, you have to compare yourself to the best to your yesterday, to the person you were yesterday. That's a
Mm.
good point of comparing because am I a little bit better, more beautiful,
Then,
more
oh yeah.
whatever than yesterday, more knowledgeable. Well, then okay, then it's something you should be grateful,
Yeah.
worth. If you're looking for worth, are you worth more than yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so.
You gotta love yourself.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
something interesting. Loving ourselves is a good practice
You know
too.
what you do in the morning? You go when you're brushing your teeth after you did the best job ever.
Best job ever.
You look at yourself in the mirror. Give yourself a high five.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And give yourself a little meta. Say you're gonna have a good day. High five. You're gonna feel terrific. Maybe a little stupid, but seriously, high fives are good for everyone, including you.
Yeah. Really
I
high.
believe in the high five. That's my week this week. I'm
High
trying to do
five.
lots of high fives. And seriously, it's good. I'm like, I think people are more happy in general.
Doing high five.
Yeah. Yeah, you
That's
give
nice.
everyone, you go to jujitsu, give them all high fives. Everyone's smiling. You go to work, give some high fives out. Some people don't high five though, so.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh, well,
I think that's a good way to do it.
That's
But
nice.
try high fiving yourself in the morning. I do it. It's weird, but I feel good after doing it, and then it's kind of I love myself a little more maybe.
Yeah, I will try the high five on the mirror. Definitely. Just careful to not break it.
yeah. Pay attention.
Like, Do you have any other questions for Scott, Nick?
Any more questions? I think the most tricky questions I had, I've already asked.
Yes.
Are there a lot of people in Canada that practice meditation in Calgary over there, or it's not so much well, how do you say, published?
Popular? You
All
mean? Not so popular.
I don't.
popular, yeah, popular.
I just like just talking with people about it. I'm always surprised that there's way more people that do it than not. And like, I just talk to everyone. It's just like I bother you about meditating and jujitsu. So
He loves jujitsu
I love jujitsu
so much.
So just talking with people about it, like I'm more surprised that more people don't talk about it, but they do it in their own way, different ways and stuff like that. But more people than you think, I believe. But I don't think it's a common practice, no. But I think it would help many people, and lots of people just don't want to give it a try. But I think it would definitely help. And I think there's lots of, I think they're doing it more in school in Canada now. With the kids and helping them learn, which is a really great tool. So,
Nice
but
to
I don't know too many meditating kids. So.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Practicing at school, teaching them a little bit at school. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea to get them more connected to their feelings and stuff.
Yeah, and also helping like concentrating. I think it might help a lot also at school with the grades and learning and studying, right?
Yeah, because if you're able to focus on your breath a little bit, maybe you're able to do your math a little better. I have no idea. I think it's a good way to just generally improve yourself and set yourself up for a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was very interesting.
Mario, one word that keeps bugging me when you say it. Interesting.
What? Interesting.
Interesting.
What did I
say? It's interesting.
Interesting.
You say interesting. I'm like, what? What? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to improve my
interest. What? Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Interesting. Okay, thank you for helping with that.
All right, I think that's it.
Okay, then I think we have nice people watching us, and well, I will let Scott contact here if you guys are interested about the app he's using.
Interested.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd be happy to share. Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing with us this amazing practice. And it was very happy to have you here.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Scott.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, and after this, Mari will leave me your, I don't know if you have Instagram, Facebook, or some. If you would like to leave some contact, I will publish on YouTube. I'll leave there on YouTube, so people can.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, for sure. Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
And guys, see you next Saturday.
Yeah, really?
Saturday, we have another guest too.
Yeah. All right then. Bye bye.